guys, what's up? If you're thinking about buying some running gels, you need to check this video out. Hey guys, welcome back to FORDY Runs. If this is your first time at FORDY Runs, make sure you smash the old pink button that says subscribe on it. Don't forget to go over to our Facebook page and join our Facebook running community, especially if you're doing a marathon or half marathon next year. And check out the links below. You can get a free marathon training plan right now at fordyruns.com, and there's loads of other cool stuff down there as well. As I said in the opening, this is all about running gels. If you haven't seen part one of this series I've done, check it out. It's around here. I'll put a link up somewhere. But basically, I got sent a load of gels by a load of companies, which was very kind of them, all free of charge. So this is not a paid video at all. Some of them didn't even send me them, and I went out and got them myself. And I narrowed it down for a taste test to 5 gels, one from Sporting Science, one from the High Five guys, one from Talk Gels, one from the 33 Shakes, and my favourite from the taste test was the Humour Gel, which is, funnily enough, the one I use a lot anyway, and the strawberry flavour was my favourite. So I took 5 gels and I went out and I did a series of runs. These were half marathon runs, so I did the Oxford Half Marathon, the Royal Parks Half Marathon, and I did a bunch of training runs up to 20k. And what that means for me is I usually, if I'm doing a half marathon distance, I will take a gel 45 minutes and then I'll take one at a half hour. So this enabled me to take 2 gels of these brands, of these flavours as well. And this is how I got on. So guys, the first one I tested out was the Sporting Science one. I took the orange flavour out. I'd say I took 2 of them, and to be honest with you, they gave me an upset stomach. The first one was alright, I could kind of feel it, and I washed it down with a bit of water. But then the second one was okay, and then towards the end of the run I got stomach cramps, and then I got home, and yeah, so that was that. So Sporting Science for me, yeah, it's a no-no for me. Maybe fine for everybody else, but Sporting Science, orange flavour, that gave me an upset stomach. Next one was the Talk Gels. The raspberry ripple flavour was the ones I took out with me, and actually I really like them. The only thing I would say about the Talk Gels, I did get a bit of not stomach cramps, but slight, it's just a bit crude in it, but a bit of wind towards the end, and I don't know whether that's because of these. They were okay. The only concern I did have was whether, you know, when you're doing a marathon and you say, let's say you're taking 4 of these gels, how that would then sort of evolve. But after 2 gels, it was okay. They didn't upset me like the Cis gels, or the Sporting Science gels, sorry, I should say. But yeah, I could definitely feel them at the end of the run, if that makes any sense. They were still kind of tasting, and I say I had a slight bit of stomach cramps, I would say, towards the end. But I don't know whether that's to do with the gel. The only thing I would say is when I've had the Humour Gels, which I usually do, I don't get that cramping at the end of the run. So maybe the two are connected. But the Talk Gels, I would definitely recommend you trying them. They've got loads of flavours, especially if you've got a sweet tooth. Definitely try the old Talk Gels. The High Five gels I got on alright with. They were easy to take because of the sort of wateriness of them. They didn't really give me too many issues, apart from the fact that I got them everywhere. So the High Five ones actually were okay. I didn't feel, my stomach felt okay with them. It didn't feel as normal as it usually does. And again, I don't know whether that's connected. Similar sort of thing to the Talk Gels. The only difference between these and the Talk Gels, the Talk Gels, when I got home, I knew that I'd taken them. These guys, I didn't feel like I could still feel them in my system, but my stomach was okay. I didn't have the cramping, but it still wasn't as normal and as how it usually is after I've done a run. So again, I don't know whether that's to do with the High Fives. I did like them. Taste-wise, they were good. And I would recommend to anybody to try them. They've got, I say, a better consistency, I would say, to, let's say, the Talk Gels, definitely the Sporting Science gels. So if you're looking for something a little bit different, definitely try the High Five gels. So it's down to these two guys, the 33 Shake and the Humour Gels. Now, I mentioned before, the Humour Gels is the one I'm using all the time. These guys don't give me any stomach issues whatsoever. I don't know whether it's just me, but they are totally natural, vegan friendly, Tri energy based, so for whatever reason these guys settle in my stomach. I do take them with a bit of water. I then take it over, like, I don't know, whatever the distance is, and then I will have like 2 or 3 swigs of water just to make sure that gets around my system a bit quicker. But I do not have any issues with these. I've been taking these for a long time, and for whatever reason they just work for me. There are plenty of flavours. I think you definitely need to try some of the flavours. The strawberry is the easiest, I think, to consume, but there is plenty for everybody, so definitely check them out. But yeah, they're still my favourite. But I would say also, I would recommend these 33 shakes. These 33 shakes, the reason I want you to try these out is because I noticed more of a boost to my performance. I'm not saying like massive amount here, right? But versus the chai, the Humour chai ones, I noticed a bit more of a boost from when I was taking these. Now, it might all be in my head. I like these because they're 100% natural. You do have to fill them up. Now, I filled these up with water before I went out, actually. So make sure you think about that before you take these out with you. But yeah, I would definitely recommend you trying these out, especially because they're natural. And for whatever reason, they seem to give me a bit of a boost, a bit of a kick on. I say, I don't know how much of that's psychological, but really, if you're looking for energy gels, look for something a bit different because you think all the others upset you, definitely try these ones out. So that's it, guys. I've tested all these gels out. I hope you found that useful. I found it particularly useful, mainly because I discovered these guys. I thought they were really cool. I also like the high fives, like I mentioned, and the talk gels are worth a try as well. My tip for you is, before your marathon training plan starts, play around with these gels. Don't be frightened by them. I remember when I started, way back when I was thinking about what I'm going to do to fuel, I got a bit scared and a bit put off because you see all these stories about people getting the runner's trots and things like that. A lot of that is to do with what you're eating leading up to your run, what you have for breakfast and things like that. Certain gels will have a more of a sugar consistency and your stomach might not agree with that. So my tip to you is try as many as you can out until you find something that works for you. They're the ones that I recommend because they're the ones that work for me. Everybody's going to be different. But yeah, I would definitely sort of steer you more towards the natural gels because they seem to set a little bit easier on my stomach. So that's it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check the links below. Don't forget to go to our Facebook page and join our Facebook running community. And I'll catch you guys later.